Hey, what's up, everybody? All my YouTube homies out there. Jaythestingray here again. Sorry it's been so long since I've done a video. I've just been real busy with stuff lately. Long story short, just been real busy at work and just haven't had a whole lot of free time to get any videos done on my personal channel. But I am still doing reviews over on the House of Horror channel if care to watch any of that stuff. But got a little DVD update here. It's been quite a few months since I did one of these, so got some stuff, not really a whole lot of stuff. I've kind of tried to curb my buying lately, so not quite as many purchases here lately. But anyway, go ahead and get started here with this first one here. This is The Burning Moon. This was recently released from Intervision. And I purchased this from the Intervision website, of course, to let them get all the profits from the film. And I haven't actually seen this yet, but I remember Devin, who used to review on the House of Horror, was a big fan of this film. And I don't think it ever had an official DVD release until this release here. So looking forward to checking this one out. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. Go ahead and move on to some Blu-rays here. I got a few here. Tremors, Braveheart, True Romance. Mainly I just been buying a lot of double dipping on stuff that I already had before. This is one I didn't have before, obviously. Chrome Skull 2, or Chrome Skull Laid to Rest 2. Kind of mixed on that film. I was a big fan of the first one, and I need to go back and watch this one again. Always Sunny, Season 6. Saving Private Ryan. This is one of my favorite films here. By far my favorite Spielberg film. The Woman, the new Lucky McKee. This is the Region B release on Blu-ray. It's a really cool film. If you're a fan of Lucky McKee, I definitely recommend it. Good, the Bad, and the Weird. This is a Korean film, Kim Ji-woon film, and a really, really awesome film. I saw this on Netflix probably a year or so ago, and I was really impressed with it. Finally picked it up on Blu-ray. Haven't watched it yet, but what I've heard about this is the original ending is actually changed on here. So, in hindsight, I probably would have gotten a different release of this film, but for some reason they've got a different ending on the American release. Blood Simple, Coen Brothers, I believe their first theatrical feature, or their first feature, and huge fan of this film. I'm glad I finally picked up the Blu-ray. Back when it was originally set to come out on Blu-ray, I had it pre-ordered, and for some reason it was the release date was pushed way back, so I canceled that, and I finally picked it up when the price came down a little bit. Kill Bill Volume 1. This is one I got at Best Buy for $6.99. I've been keeping an eye on these, trying to wait till they come down in price a little bit. $6.99, that's not too bad for this film. A big fan of these films, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And this is the X-Files. This is both the X-Files feature films. I Want to Believe and the new one. Fight the Future is the original one, and the newer film is I Want to Believe. I'm gotten really big into X-Files again lately. It was that's my favorite TV show, and I've been watching them on Netflix. Has added all the episodes for watch instantly, so I've been mowing through the series once again, and I just love that show. I think it holds up so well, and just a great show. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It started watching the show when I was like 12, and it really was just a constant in my life until the show went off air. But I think about season 7 is when it fell off, right around when Mulder left the series. I'm working my way up to watching those last few seasons, but I remember not enjoying them nearly as much. But I wasn't really into the show as much those last couple seasons anyway. So, big fan of that show. Looking forward to watching those films on Blu-ray. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. This is my favorite film, 2011, as far as entertainment goes. Huge fan of this film. I was just blown away by it. I was just caught off guard by how much I enjoyed it, and just a great film all around. It's really well done. Was a fan of some of the original films, and I think this one kind of pays homage to that. It's uh, supposed to be like a prequel to the original film, I think. So hopefully they're gonna do a few more of these, and hopefully they'll be as good as this one. Horrible Bosses. This is a comedy, of course. Got a bunch of funny folks in it, and I think it kind of fell short of how good it could have been. Not a huge fan of this film. My wife wanted me to pick this up. That's the reason why I got it. Straw Dogs, the original, not the remake. One of the good things about remakes is we get a Blu-ray release of the original film. Most of the time, not the case with Fright Night, but other than that, usually we get a Blu-ray of the original film. So the one good thing about the Straw Dogs remake is we got Straw Dogs on Blu-ray. And I originally picked this up to review back in October with all my reviews I was doing then, but it didn't come in the mail in time. For some reason, it was delayed shipping or something, so I didn't get a chance to review it then. But looking forward to watching that on Blu-ray. Hope the transfer is pretty good. Jackie Brown, another double dip from DVD. This is the Intruder Blu-ray release from Synapse. This is the one that I got from Synapse. It comes with the work print. This is 95 of 500 that they did, so not really sure if you pre-ordered this. This is apparently the work print from Scott Spiegel. So looking forward to watching this. It's director's cut. I've heard it looks really good. I love this film. All I had before this was the old Wizard release, so looking forward to watching that one as well. Dale and Tucker vs. Evil. This is a horror comedy, really well done film. Highly recommended if you're a fan of horror comedies. Blade Runner. This is the complete 5-disc edition or whatever. It's got like 4 different versions of the film on it. I've only seen, I think, 1 or 2 of these, but if you have a particular version that's your favorite, let me know. Some of them are pretty long. That's why I haven't really watched the long-ass versions. But if you know something I don't, let me know. I just wanted to pick up Blade Runners because I haven't ever owned it on any format, so big fan of the film, but yeah, I want to pick that one up. Mimic, it's another one I was really excited about. This is a director's cut. This is something I never thought would happen, but Guillermo del Toro, he actually did do a director's cut, which is kind of cool, considering how he was screwed over by the Weinsteins when he originally made this film, which is why it's not nearly as good of a film as it could have been, because he's an awesome director, and I think the producers really had their hands in the project a little too much, so I would highly recommend this to you guys. It looks great on Blu-ray, and it's a really cool film. It's better than what I thought. I mean, it's better than what I remember. But the director's cut doesn't add all that much difference to it. But yeah, it's a cool film. Footloose Blu-ray, the original. Another remake that gave us the original come out on Blu-ray. Fargo. I picked this up to review for the October reviews, and I love this film. I've been trying to get all the Coen Brothers films on Blu, and working my way up there. Wait for them to drop down in price a little bit. Lion King. This is I've got a few cartoon Blu-rays that I picked up for the kids, and my wife likes this film a lot too. I didn't put them all in here because I figured you guys wouldn't care about seeing that stuff, but I got Lion King and I don't know, a couple more of the ones that Disney, unlocked their fucking vault or whatever and are raping everybody for their money. So it was Disney. Bad Teacher, another film my wife wanted to pick up. Dress to Kill. I picked this up. Ryan 1988 is the one who told me that this was out on Blu-ray, or I saw it on his Facebook page or something, and I don't know if I'd ever seen this film before, but picked it up. I'm a big Brian De Palma fan. I've been working my way through all of his stuff, and just an amazing director, especially around this time period in the The 80s and 90s, probably like for a solid 15 years, dude put out like crazy number of cool films. If you haven't seen any of his stuff, I would highly recommend it. Move on to some regular DVDs here. This is some more stuff I picked up to review on the House of Horror. This is Ghoulies 1 and 2, double pack from MGM, with no special features on either one of these, just a trailer. There's some really shitty art there on the front as well. Not the original art that we all remember as kids. Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies Go to College. This is the UK release. I know the single disc version is out of print in the US and going for quite a bit of money. But I was told recently, I think OD666666 told me that Ghoulies 3 was on a multi-pack disc with a bunch of horror films. I think he said it's at Walmart, so I'm going to go check and see if I can find that, because I think there was some other cool stuff in there as well. Ghoulies 4. Heard this one sucks pretty bad, but I'm looking forward to watching it anyway. Human Giant. I've been watching a lot of sketch comedy stuff lately. I'm a big fan of these guys here. All three of these guys are hilarious. Yeah, check it out if you haven't seen it. Funny stuff. Halloween 3. I just picked this up to watch this past Halloween. I did never own this before. I think this is the only release that's out. Hopefully we'll get a Blu-ray in the future. But watch this with a couple commentaries for Halloween. A lot of fun, awesome movie. Killing Strain. This is an independent zombie infection film. A dark combination of 28 Days Later and Night of the Living Dead. That's a pretty boisterous quote there. I wouldn't say it's nearly as good as anything. It's not that great of a film. It's okay. It's kind of run-of-the-mill for independent zombie films these days. Caged. This film wasn't that good in my opinion either. I wouldn't recommend it. Really kind of like a not really a torture flick, but basically this chick is just held in a cage for quite a period of time. Not really all that great. Dream Home. This is a film I would recommend. This is I think this is out on DVD in the US now, but really cool film. Japanese, I believe it is. And just got this really crazy chick in it right here, and she just murders a bunch of people. Really cool film. Territories. I reviewed this over on the House of Horror. I wasn't a huge fan of this one either. This is a French-Canadian film. I think it's in French. Well, it must be in English. It's still a Canadian film. I could have sworn it was in French, but put out by Arrow. Cold Fish. I had this on the Blu-ray from the UK, but it's the only Blu-ray I've come across that I wasn't able to play on my Blu-ray player that I can kind of play multi-region Blu-rays on, just because it's kind of like got a bug in it or whatever. So this the Blu-ray I sent off to a friend of mine, and I picked this DVD up to watch the film. And it's one of these bloody, disgusting selects. And I hear a lot of people talking shit about these, but of all the ones I've seen, have all been pretty solid films. They put this film out. They put out Yellow Brick Road, which I highly recommend. They put out, like Phase 7, I think the name of it is. That's a really cool infection film from France, I think. And there's like 2 or 3 other films that are really, really solid. Wish they'd show them all on here, but yeah. So far, I've been a huge fan of these bloody, disgusting selects. I want to say there was a couple more they put out that are really good, but yeah, check them out. Cold Fish is awesome too. Another one I'm a big fan of. This is the More Brains, Return of the Living Dead documentary. Really cool. I kind of wish it was a little bit longer than it was, but it really kind of just went through the original film. But it's got some special features on it that talks about Return of the Living Dead Part 2 and Return of the Living Dead Part 3, which are decent length, 20 minutes each or so. So it's like they kind of wanted to do a documentary on the entire series, but didn't have enough material really to put in there, because Return of the Living Dead Part 3, I'm a big fan of that one too. I wish they had Mindy Clark on there, but they didn't, obviously couldn't get her. Another couple films I picked up for the House of Horror reviews. This is The Nest. A big fan of this one. I loved it when I was a kid. Giant cockroaches eating people, or not giant, but cockroaches eating people. The cover art's kind of deceiving, but it is cool cover art nonetheless. But yeah, awesome film. Let's see, it's been so long since I reviewed it. I had some cool stuff to say about it, but Roger Corman classics, can't go wrong. Slugs, another one. It came out around the same time, late 80s. Really cool film, really cool special effects. Yeah, check it out. Slugs eating people. Pretty cool shit. Anyway, guys, that's been it. I hope you're all doing pretty well these days, and I hope to be on here a lot more lately. Take care. Thanks for watching.